Well, let's talk about Cardi B. Are you a Cardi B fan?
I am a Cardi B fan.
Yeah.
I think someone who could just speak whatever she wants to say and feel I love
there's
that.
never
I think
a foot in
she
the
just
mouth
got,
moment for Cardi B.
Exactly.
Well, her and Offset, they're going through this split, right? But when Offset tweeted out saying, during this breakup, he flat out said, forget this in other language, and said, I flat out miss her. He made the plea on Twitter because that's where you communicate nowadays to whomever.
Of course.
And it may sound like he was placing blame on other people. So I'm going to ask you guys, why do men decide, because I think this is kind of skewed this way, but it appears that when men are in the relationship, they may not be doing the right things. And that's what gets them out of it. But then all of a sudden, when they're out of it, they want to say, oh, I want to do right by you. I miss you. Why do they always do it when it's over?
Jordan, I feel like you need to tell us.
Yeah.
Why do men do that?
Yeah.
It's like you appreciate us after the fact, and then come all the text messages and the phone calls when you could have been great from the very beginning.
Right.
Well,
It's such a way to be like, feel sorry for me, as if he didn't cheat on her, and we don't all know that.
Yeah, I'll try here, and then Danny, you tell me if you think this is right. I'm gonna take a stab at it.
Good luck,
I think
Jordan.
guys
All right.
never know what they got until it's gone, and then once it's gone, then you're like, oh wow, I really realized how good I've had it. Now, to be totally honest with you, I've been that person before at stages in my life where maybe I had something good, but I thought there's something better. Ultimately, there was something better, luckily for me. But in those moments during parts of my life, there was a regret that, man, I wish I was better for that person, and who knows. Ultimately, I ended up lucking out, but that rarely happens. I did find the woman of my dreams, and now because I found her this time around, I'm not going to make that same mistake. I'm going to do right this time so I don't lose out on it. But I do think guys always think the grass is greener is kind of what it is.
I think you should just drop the mic and walk away with that. Because I feel like at the end of the day, as long as you learn from one relationship to the other, that's probably the best thing you should be doing. But at the same time, it's learning those moments. And when you have someone that is so special, like, it doesn't matter guy or girl, whatever your selections are, like, just appreciate who you have around you. But if you've learned, that's why I said, drop the mic, walk away. You did it. You did it.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
come
Too
on.
So it could
little,
happen.
too late.
Yeah.
But he was running around is what the rumors are. Now, we're not in a relationship, so we don't know. But it sounds
And
like infidelity
married.
was kind of part of it.
Married.
And with child. So I guess I'll try another question here. If that happens, infidelity, let's say you lose trust, just flat out lose trust. Can you gain that back? No way.
It's not going to be
No.
a fun process.
I think it's tough. Like, if you are doing it, it is something, like, it's not just, oh, now Offset has to work to make this up to Cardi B. Like, Cardi B is going to have to work to forgive and trust, and like that, it's just so difficult to repair. Not impossible, but not easy.
It's tough because I feel like they had somewhat of an open relationship throughout their time together. You know, when it was announced that he had cheated on her, and she commented about it in a magazine article months ago, she was like, I'm no angel either. And so she kind of alluded to the fact that maybe she had done something like that as well. So I feel like it just got to the point where they were like, oh, we're married now and we have a child, and like, do we really want to be doing this?
Yeah, this is not the best look for me to go this route
Okay,
here.
Jordan.
But I'm kind of enjoying the idea of a single Cardi B and who she might go for next. Maybe a celebrity link up there. I think
could it be?
I don't know, but everybody loves Cardi B. She's like the black Jennifer Aniston that everybody wants to protect and hold on to in a way that I'd like to see what happens here a little
Which
bit.
lotion is she going to start getting? Right?
Okay, now we got to think. Now we got to.
She's got a child, so she might not.
Could be with.
She's not Jennifer Aniston in the aspect that she's just gave birth and is dealing on that front. So I don't know, but everybody loves Cardi B. So we'll see what happens there. I never thought Offset was the right setup for her.
I'd love for them to work it out, though. I mean, they have a child together now.
True.
They weren't married.
Great
like,
point. Or at least
nice,
co-parent,
but-
even if you're not going to be together. Recently, an artist, Jacquees. Am I saying that right?
Jacquees.
Jacquees. I want to make sure I'm saying it right because he is not on the national spotlight level and upper tier like that. But he had something to say to his fans on Instagram about who's the king of R&B. You take a listen.
I just want to let everybody know that I'm the king of R&B right now for this generation. I understand who done came and who done did that and that and that, but now it's my turn. Jacquees, the king of R&B. I just heard him say it, and I've been feeling like that. ATL, let's get it. I'm the new king of R&B.
What is he, in a village inn or something?
I mean, if I had some baby powder,
Interesting.
I would slap this
Some
man
baby
immediately.
powder.
I mean, what is he talking about? Danny, what's your favorite kind of music?
I actually really do like R&B, but like original, like Etta James, like the.
Oh,
the
you're
real
taking it back.
soul.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, so
You mean rhythm and
blues?
blues?
Yeah, like all
What
the way.
music is not today, and what Jacquees is definitely not. Look, I understand who he is outside of music. and when we talk about R. Kelly. So I'm not talking about the person he is, and the accusations, we don't know what's true, what's not. I'm not vouching for that side of him. But when we're talking about music, the king of R&B is R. Kelly, and there's no question about that. Now, if you want to throw somebody else in, you could argue Usher, you could argue Chris Brown, some of these other people.
Michael Jackson.
Jacquees, no, he's the king of pop. Jacquees is somebody
He
that
already has a title.
that I would
Okay.
not. I would
Can't
not.
take
Hip hop and R&B?
Yeah, I would not throw Jacquees in this conversation.
Definitely not.
No.
My first question was, who's Jacquees? When this was,
Exactly.
I was
I
like,
asked the same
let's
thing,
Google.
too. Yeah.
He does have a following on Instagram, but I've never heard his music.
I also
Yeah.
think you shouldn't have to say it. Right?
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
should let it speak for itself. If you have to
Yes.
stand there and say, I'm the king, I mean, no.
Yeah.
You
Well,
don't.
No,
like-
you're
I
not.
like
The world
what-
should tell you,
Yeah.
you know?
I like what John Legend was saying. He was like,
The
I
way
don't
that, yeah.
really think, I don't really think that we have a king of R&B right now. I think that's
Well,
probably
Yeah.
accurate.
and the
Like,
argument
He was like, the closest thing was The Weeknd or Bruno Mars, but neither of them, he said, really like fit into that mold. And I
They're all
agree with him.
collaborating, though.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're all working together to create, I think, new sound and layers and everything that's on top of it.
Because R. Kelly has achieved so much in
Yeah.
his time. I mean, multi-platinum records. You know, I
He's
just think of
Chicago's,
all
right?
the singles. He's definitely Chicago's own. But just for the music industry as a whole, like all the records that he's broken, all the records that he's sold. I mean, it's just unbelievable. All the movies that he's worked on, the films that he's
I got
produced.
somebody coughing loudly in studio that wants to go around this one. DJ Mike P, we got to hear from you, my man.
So I do not think that Jacquees is the king of R&B for right now or in general, because he got a couple hot songs right now, but it's been so many guys before him that have came, you know what I'm saying, that have ruled this R&B world. But in particular, right now, the king of R&B, drum roll please,
Who is it?
R. Kelly is the king of R&B, not just because he's from Chicago, we're from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, Jordan, he's broke down a lot of walls, correct?
That's right. That's right.
So-
no question.
I think I also agree with Felicia on, I don't think it's no one right now who is the king of R&B as far as this generation of
Hey,
music.
Mike, I got to call you out while we keep the camera on you.
Let
Go
me hear
back to
that.
Mike. I got to call him out
Okay,
here.
I'm listening.
Now, Mike grabbed me before the show, said, I heard we're having this conversation about who the new king of R&B is. He
Yes.
grabbed me, he said,
What did he
I'm about
say?
to add some fuel to the fire with who I got. And I said, it better not be anything other than R. Kelly.
And we both agreed.
And then he agreed.
both
So who
agreed.
were you going to say, Mike P?
I was going to say Chris Brown just to save face, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot going on with R. Kelly. You know,
lot.
I like my job, you know what I'm saying? But Chris Brown, I would say he could be a possible candidate for the king of our generation R&B.
Yeah, see-
I think you cannot leave out Drake.